just I shut the app trying to check the audio. Hello, hello, hello.
And welcome, everybody. We are here once again. It's been a while.
All right. So now I got the chat for everything on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to. I don't have to watch the
Okay.
stream the whole time.
Yeah.
All right.
And we are back, everyone. It's been a while. It's been a long while. But we do have a great show for you. We're going to kind of try to start when we do this podcast, a kind of a retro gaming segment. I'm not sure what we're going to call it. We don't really have a name yet. But today's segment is going to be Double Dragon versus Streets of Rage.
Sounds like fun.
So, these are two of the classic, if you don't know, classic absolute, like, biggest beat 'em ups, like, of their era. So, there's many other ones. Obviously, we could do a lot. We could do Streets of Rage versus Final Fight and, like, a number of the other ones. But, like, the two biggest ones, especially, I remember, that really stood out to me, was Double Dragon and Streets of Rage. So, we were going to do those versus, which is going to be interesting. We're also going to get into the Bloodborne movie. And we have, obviously, there's a number of things happening here because the AI bubble is getting closer and closer to bursting, and it couldn't happen sooner. I personally think it's not going to happen until like 2028, but hey, we will see, though, what's going on with that. And we also have things going on with, like, the MacBook Neo, which is selling so good, they have to put the chips that they stopped producing a year ago into production again. For the last generation of iPhones, because that's what's in that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because that's what's in there is the chip from the last generation iPhone, which they're called, like, they're asking, was SK Hynix, or I forget who makes the chips, to put the chips back into production because they're selling so well.
Doesn't Apple make their own chips? I think they make their own processors.
Yeah, but the people that manufacture TMC, whatever the chip manufacturer that makes them for them.
I'm surprised if it's at one of those companies you said, because they're all into AI right now.
They are, well, no, it's one of the. It's not SK Hynix. It's the other one. It's the other big chip company. Mm-hmm. They don't make RAM.
Oh, okay.
But they're the ones who make the chips for Apple, over in Taiwan. But yeah, So, but it's crazy because it's literally selling out, like, everywhere. And there's a great hack if you saw on Zip Tie Tuning.
Let me guess, you can put Linux on it.
No, well, of course you can put Linux on it. But because it runs, but on average, I would definitely, that'd be the wisest thing to do is put Linux on. Granted, okay. Granted, like, Mac OS runs it pretty well, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock that at all. I'm not going to. I mean, it's not as bad as Windows. Anyway, but Zip Tie Tuning, what they did is they put just a basic $7 thermal pad. You take it because the MacBook Neo runs at about 100 degrees, a little 102 on average. Okay, that's how high.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius. No, yeah, well, Fahrenheit. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, usually
Celsius.
the computer term is Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius. Sorry.
That's hot as hell.
Yeah.
For yeah.
It runs at around 100, 102, right?
Mm-hmm.
On average, you put like a $7 thermal strip on that little, and take the one that comes, take it apart, take that one that's on it off, put that strip on it, and it drops at about 10 degrees.
Oh, wow.
And you get like 200 more points of performance out of it, which is crazy, just for a simple thermal pad.
Wow.
But yeah, it's crazy how hot it runs normally. That's how it normally runs, over 100 degrees. So, yeah.
Wow.
But they're pushing that little thing though. So I mean,
so it's we skipped spring this year. It went right to summer.
Yeah.
New England.
Well, yeah.
It's pretty hot today.
Yeah, it got up to 84.
No AC, but...
Well, it got up to 84 before it dropped down to it, and then it's down to like 73 degrees, and it's going to drop down to 60.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
No, my PC's fine.
yeah.
And my servers are fine.
Yeah, no.
Credit about
My electric bill is trying to stay low. Lower.
Oh, my electric bill, like April is usually always the lowest. I think it's the lowest we have every year, and it was $76. I don't know. No, it was more than that. That was last year.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was less than $100. Anyway.
$250.
Jesus Christ! What the hell are you using?
Nothing.
Oh,
The delivery fee is like $180.
yeah. Okay, yeah, but yeah, the delivery fee is always like half of what your bill is. Usually.
No, it's more than what the bill is.
How?
I have no idea.
Mine's always like literally half the bill is delivery fee.
Nope, because they put that stupid digital one in.
I have the digital one too.
Yeah, no, I can look it up.
I know. I'll show you my bill too. But
That's easier on my phone. Actually,
no, but like, yeah, what's great, like, so I have, like, the thing is though, we live in the same area, only a few miles away. And like, I have 2 full servers running, literally nonstop. They don't shut off. One of them hasn't shut off in 5 years. We have multiple other PCs running around the house, including like tons of smart devices. Plus we're running, Marie runs the freaking range all the time for baking all the time. That's, you mean, we don't buy like any baked goods ever since she got into baking. So, like homemade bread and stuff like that, like all that stuff we don't, like she makes that all now. So we use the oven quite a bit. Plus like obviously air fry and all the other appliances all the time. Which I don't know what you're using more than I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it is quite a scam, but like that's besides the way. Jesus Christ. Oh. No, Texas has some of the Texas has some of the highest what do you call it, electric bills in the freaking country.
So my supply was 118. The delivery was 109.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I just don't get it. Like that's like, anybody listen, okay, we want to know what your electric bill looks like. How bad is it in your state? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not talking about delivery fee. I'm just talking about bills in general. Anyway, that's how many kilowatts did you use?
804.
How?
I don't know.
How? I used 307. $96.
Because besides when we play live stream, this is all off, the studio.
Yeah.
All the lights are off. Not that that costs much. All the lights are off. It's just the TV and the other computer that are running.
Yeah, my delivery fee was $49 and my supply was $42.
Yeah, there's nothing running. Only the TV and the computer. And then
I'm not in any government program. Fucking Christ.
But yeah,
if I was, I'd probably be arrested because they'd be like, "You make how much?" And you're on
the distribution energy charge is 43. The renewable energy charge is $15.96. $1.57 for efficiency programs and a $38 transmission charge.
So okay, so yeah, you have a transmission charge, renewable energy whatever charge $6,
Yeah,
distribution energy charge $17, transmission charge $15. How the hell is your transmission charge so high? Oh, because you're 804 kilowatts. I don't know how the hell are you using that much electricity.
I don't know. Maybe it's the dishwasher and the washing machine.
And you have a gas.
Gas heat, yeah.
No, you have a gas stove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. During the summer, ours is around like, it's under 200 usually, but we're usually running two like 8,000 air conditioners all summer. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but like, okay.
It's just how much could the other computer possibly be using?
Yeah, but that's not my. But
that's the only thing that's.
But
I say running.
But
like
the thing
from
is,
12 noon to midnight.
I have two servers running all day.
Mm-hmm.
Those fans are running at full power, and those aren't like normal computer fans. Those are server fans. They use way more power than regular fans.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean. So.
Then I have no answers for you.
I have no.
Because she's reading all day on her Kindle.
Yeah.
Not using any electricity. All the lights are off. TV's off.
Yeah.
It's just that computer running.
And that's the thing. We have like the TV running, everything else, because we usually have like the live stream running of like the cat sanctuary and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Then all your cameras.
Yeah, we have all our smart cameras, all our smart bulbs, and yeah.
You sure you're not on assistance?
No.
Do you get a discount because it's a apartment?
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying I think he's getting scanned because like there's no way he's using more electricity than I am in my house, and his bill is like 3 times as much.
I don't. That's the thing. Is somebody plugged in?
Someone jacking into your house. Your neighbor's like stealing your electricity or something.
Yeah. And that was the financial portion of the podcast.
Right? But yeah,
the rip-off of the week.
I am sure, guys, you listening to, I'm sure you're getting frustrated as much with electricity bills and stuff.
Oh, I see a lot of complaints on. There's a Facebook thing with Rhode Island Energy going absurd. They're going crazy. There's one guy that he keeps his heat at like 50 degrees and he doesn't even live there, and it's like a $400 bill. Yeah.
He's the hell?
What's going on? I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Something got broken when they installed those things.
Well, no, with the smart. Yeah, no, with the smart meters, but like I've talked to people, they've got it. Like they've noticed the problems and they've got it fixed. And
I tried. I called them and they're like, "Oh, that's what it should be." I'm like, really? Because it wasn't.
Yeah, but you have to like jot down. There's a lot you have to do. Like Eileen did, and she went and had contacted, not the Better Business Bureau, but somebody else that overlooks like companies like that. And then they got a hold of them, and there was a whole back and forth. Then she got like $1,000 taken off her bill.
Oh wow, $1,000.
Yeah, her bill was $1,500.
Oh my God. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I played Mario 64 a little bit. I played Mario Galaxy, on the 30th anniversary one that I got for the Switch.
We'll get to that in the second half, but we'll get into the Mario mode, which I really, really liked. I think the Mario mode was better than the first one.
You liked it better?
I liked it better.
I haven't seen
it had a lot more nostalgic moments in it than the first one.
Oh. But is that what it's supposed to be about?
Well, yeah. I think it was meant for like adults that grew up with that to bring their kids to, because it's a kids movie. That way both the parent and the kid will have a lot of fun watching.
Well, yeah, that's what the first one was too.
Yeah, but this had like a lot more nostalgic moments to it. It was cool.
Cool.
So I really, really enjoyed it. Granted, I came in without zero expectations. It was kind of like, let's just go see it. And yeah, so I was like, oh, this is actually, I enjoyed this more than the first one. But anyway, we have obviously been Well, I've been playing a whole lot of games, obviously. Besides, mostly I've just playing City Skylines and PUBG. That is like it. Obviously, actually, no, there was a span there for a few days. Actually, I was playing like the first Mega Man for like a week and a half or something like that. I don't know why. I had a kick to like play the first Mega Man for. I don't know why. It's just had a nostalgic kick to play the first Mega Man.
All right.
So I was playing that for a little while. So it was a lot of fun.
And then we've been playing PUBG. We did some Arc Raiders for a while.
Yeah.
Got tired of losing all our gear. Well, there's PvP. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Or at the very least, make it so I can have a fucking budget game if you don't like it. I'm tired of having to spend 10 minutes building it. That shit is so annoying.
And
Well,
it's-
that's
It looks like a lot of the like the stuff they're adding is like OP. Like the new arcs shoot freaking like homing lasers at you.
Holy shit.
It's crazy. They're like, "Mwah." Like from what I saw, it's like, how do you escape that? It's nuts.
I don't know. I played that game for like almost a month and a half, something like that, and I just haven't gone back to it. I just have no desire to go back. I don't know. It was okay, but I don't know. But I think it's like more like Grim was saying though. I want to jump into a game, just play it, not worry about my loadout, what I'm getting, play a few rounds, then get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the same reason why like I jump on like fighting games like a lot is because it's just you play a few rounds and whatnot and get out. But yeah, a lot has obviously happened since like our last podcast. I've done like so many like random things. And one thing that might end up being a video at some point is I literally built I didn't realize this. You can buy a literally $15, and I know that was like hyperbole when like the first like gen of like the Raspberry Pi was like, oh, it's a $30 computer, and then there was like other fees and stuff. And it ended up being like closer to 50. If you I mean, unless you got it like right from the source. But no, there's literally like I found $15 computers with displays attached to them. And that's all they cost. They cost at most you're going to pay 15, at the least 12. Okay, and so all I did was just three because it's just a circuit board with a screen attached to it, really. So all I did was just print out a 3D case for it, printed case, put it in it, and load it up in software. And I have a pocket pen testing device in my pocket. And what's really cool is like. Which would be really useful for people, especially if you think like if you live in like a bad area and you think like, or if, who knows, you made some enemies, or someone is just stalking you, who knows, that you can, because one of the things that's been a problem, I don't know if it still is as bad, with people stalking people with air tags, or the other kind of tag, the Android, well not Android, the competitor to air tags, what the hell is it called?
I have no idea what a competitor to AirTags is. There's a lot of them.
Oh, anyway.
There's no main one.
But they all use like a lot of the, well, Apple ones use
AirTags.
they connect to other Apple devices. That's how they work.
Yeah, yeah.
But they all use close to the same type of signal and stuff. What I can do with that is I can turn that on and go, is there any nearby? And it'll tell me if any of those tags are nearby.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool. And then if you do detect them, you can jam them.
With the thing.
Yep.
Wow.
With this little pocket computer I can just have in my pocket and just turn on and like go, oh, there's one. And it'll also, what's cool is you can, if you have it in your pocket and you're worried like you're at a shady ATM somewhere that you're like, maybe a bad area, you can pull that out and go, is there a scammer, is there a skimmer attached to this thing? And it'll detect it. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of cool. So that's like, but there's tons of little software like you can do with it because I bought like a few of them. One of them is like a screen attached to my computer that literally just has like the time and the date and like and it says like what video I'm watching at the current time or what's on what a playlist I'm playing whatever on my computer. It'll just say that. It's just a neat little thing. Just mirrors like kind of like some info from my computer. Obviously, some people have like put them inside their tower on the side to like show all like the temperature and stuff like that of their computer while they're running. So there's a number of things you can do with them. But the fact that they're literally $15 at the most.
That's neat.
Yeah. But other than that, I've been playing any other games except for like PUBG, which is odd. So you figured there'd be something to take its place by now.
Oh yeah, no, there hasn't been.
I mean, there has been other games, but like for me, well, yeah, they do. But for me, like a lot of the other games have built themselves around game like quick pace, like getting to the next fight as soon as possible. Yeah, where PUBG, especially like obviously maps like Erangel, Miramar, Tigo, Rondo, all are fairly big maps, and there's a lot of downtime where you don't like you're going to go through a vast area where there should be somebody there or there could nobody, and those are like the best moments I think when playing those type of games, is that tension ramp up is like is there going to be somebody, and the other games don't have that.
Nate will always find them.
Yeah, but the other games don't have that at all.
Yeah.
Which is just not appealing. I lose interest real fast because it doesn't have that. And I wish somebody would go, we need to put this into games somewhere. I don't even know if we tried that game, High Guard, whatever it was, that we were going to try. Well, then it died like a week later. They literally just shut the servers off. Like it completely died.
It might have been better if there was more players on it, but 3v3 was stupid, and the maps were too big.
The maps weren't.
Yeah, it's
it's not that because I played a few games before I uninstalled it. I didn't. So it was like they had like a confusion of what kind of art style they want to choose. It was really strange.
I don't think that's what killed it though.
Well, for me it killed it because I'm like, what are they trying to be? Are you trying to look more like Minecraft, or are you trying to look more like a shooter? Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Battle Royales are shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the problem with the hero shooters, they are like a button masher to me.
Yeah.
You're just like spamming, trying to do stuff. There's no, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the people that.
You're not giving us the goals we want, so we're not playing. And when you fucking cater to these people, you need to have a constant stream of content.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, for Don't do more content because their content is the challenge of playing other players.
Yeah, yeah.
A new way of dying.
Which is why Call of Duty can have one new match every 3 years and effectively it's a shit match. Right? But
Mm.
people still keep playing it because the match doesn't matter. It's the challenge of playing other players that matters.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Sorry, I love Army Step. That game is not going to grow and it's going to die because they are not putting enough content in the public. They are not focusing on what made that game popular. And I hate to break it to all of you. The reason why that game shot up like a fucking rocket is because all the streamers were fucking killing each other and it was fun to watch.
Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely.
You were like,
But
oh, that's super cool. I want to get in it on some shit. Dude, let's go into Stella and try to kill some people.
oh,
Shit entertaining.
no,
And
that's,
then,
I didn't
and then
do it for that.
You're like,
I
oh
was,
shit, I'm dead.
I was doing it for the storyline. That's why I liked PvE.
But Nate, stop playing. You're the team. You're the reason. Like, the reason why I found that sport has nothing to do with the lack of content. Strictly because when I die, I can't do it. I can't even go back in. And I also just can't run anything great.
Yeah.
That's why 80% of that game is not playing it. People that are telling me that game is being ratted.
Well,
I'm fucking stupid. You're being ratted because you're in the service. And you're pretending.
oh yeah, that too. But I don't know. There was a few elements. Like I got aggravated when trying to go after like queens and stuff, because it seemed like most of the people were cool, and then it seemed like there was a random person, random like one or two people that would start firing at other people, and I'd be like, okay, I'm not. It's not worth it. I don't give a shit about killing the queen anymore. I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm.
Because they would have everything already. They would get stuff a lot quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this it's not a huge team, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to take another year before you get another match. And people are not going to be playing that much. But if you had a battle royal mode, they would go to that after they did the move, and then they go in a battle royal.
Yeah, or just some kind of a sub mode. Like even PUBG has like what 5 sub modes you can now play.
I don't care if I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, that game of course. Like, hey, maybe they not that Grim wants it, but maybe what do you call it? A matchmaking? You know, just a death match.
Yeah.
Something to work on your shooting besides that training mode with that you can play.
Or start making like maps that are like, okay, there's like start changing the maps, like, okay, this map is strictly a
PvP
PvP
area.
map. Like there's no consequences for you PvPing in this map. And then make maps that are designated for PvE, people that want to do that.
Don't they do something that in
And
like WoW? Isn't there like
but-
areas?
No, the problem with that, though, is that you have to have the retention rationale to play.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just had maps where you didn't risk anything, then no one's going to play it. But at least with a battle royal mode, you have a 30-minute battle royal that wraps everything up.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you win the battle royal, it's fucking crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my thought was it would be really great to do a battle royal mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the cost and risk was that if you call in a drop, you got a loadout, and that loadout comes out of every drop. So
Okay.
to build a loadout, but you have to company in that. But it also takes that loadout directly from the client.
Yeah, from your inventory.
And
yeah.
I think it'd be cool to have Battle Royale, but with the arc as well.
Yeah.
Like you're avoiding the arc plus the players.
Yeah. Yeah.
My idea of that was that circle would be the thunderstorm, it's the hurricane that makes the shield.
Oh, yep.
And every time the circle got smaller, they added more arc outside of the circle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't think the arc should be as powerful in a Battle Royale because
Yeah.
some of them are ridiculous.
But I'd want arcs within the.
That's the point. You get to the last circle.
Mm-hmm.
Outside the circle are the fucking like
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but those are outside circle. I'd want arcs inside the circle, like less powerful arcs inside the circle, causing you to. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That would be.
All right. Now the topic of the show.
Yeah. So, okay. So, two of the biggest beat 'em ups I can remember from back in the 16-bit era were Double Dragon, and then obviously the Genesis came along with Streets of Rage. And this kind of was like, it kind of followed up, and obviously we had Super Double Dragon, and then there was like Double Dragon like Versus or 5 or whatever it was that was based on like the cartoon and whatnot. And then the Double Dragon kind of died off quite a bit after that fact. Obviously there was 3 Streets of Rage came out, and then obviously we didn't get Streets of Rage 4 till not that long ago, but 2017 I think it was. Streets of Rage 4 came out, which is a great game. If you have never played Streets of Rage 4, it's a fucking great game. I have beat it several times. And I own it on Switch and PC. So yeah, and it really just feels like the obviously original Streets of Rage games. There was a newer Double Dragon that came out on PC that was only like okay. It wasn't that great. It was like they tried to make it feel like the original, and then I don't know. It was weird. It was strange. But these two games really marked kind of a line in the sand how your beat 'em up needs to be. And then obviously there was other games like Final Fight and stuff that came out, and a number of other beat 'em ups that were on like Neo Geo that came out at the time. But I think the two big names, because they were on very mainstream consoles, Sega and Nintendo, they were very, very well known. And like there was versions like the Double Dragon versions were very different on the Nintendo port from the arcade port, from the arcade version. Streets of Rage didn't have that. Streets of Rage was just strictly a Genesis version of the game. There was no arcade version of the game. But we're gonna hit here and say which one is really which one at the end was a better beat 'em up. Oh my god. See,
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is really good, but Super Double Dragon is very good, but the problem I have, like the feel, the music, by like obviously by the third like no, Streets of Rage is absolutely the best music in a
Oh no!
Streets of Rage is by far, it's probably some of my favorite retro gaming music ever is Streets of Rage. Absolutely love like all the tracks from like all three, including the new one has a really good tracks in it. Absolutely love the music from Streets of Rage. It's some of my absolute favorite like chiptune music in general.
Nope.
So it's so good. know about that. A lot of it's pretty bland to me in Super Double Dragon.
Yeah, because they're fake.
It's also better on the Sega. The music.
If you had the original Sega.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is not the Sega 2 or the Sega 3.
No.
The Genesis 2 or Genesis 3, which didn't have the good sound chip in it.
I think do I have one of each in my thing now? I know I got a Sega 1 that I got at a
Yeah.
something. And then I know that Ben and Johnny picked me up a Sega 3.
Yeah, the Sega.
I used to have a Sega 2. That was my first Sega, but I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell happened to that. That's
know.
funny. I wonder if I have the Sega.
Huh.
I don't know.
It's so much better. I mean, hands down, like that is, I mean, I love that music from Streets of Rage. It's some of the best. And the thing is the original 3 Double Dragons, not the arcade versions, but the NES versions, were to me some of the most challenging beat up because they added platforming into their beat 'em up.
Wait, hold up.
So the 3 Double Dragons on NES.
Okay, I thought you were being stupid and saying
No. No. Streets of Rage is a straight out just. Yeah. No, I've beat all 4 Streets of Rage games a handful of times and haven't had like a whole lot of trouble with those games. But when you go into Double Dragon had platforming in by the end of it a lot of the times, along with like the first 2 Double Dragons were quite a challenge to beat. Then the third one, I never beat the 3rd Double Dragon game. I remember being, when I was young, eventually just giving up. Eventually, at some point, it's like one of those things I want to go back and do and like beat the 3rd Double Dragon game. It's something I never did. Like it's the ramp up of difficulty to the 3rd game is so insane. When Double Dragon on the NES. It was like, okay, we're gonna go to like super hard mode. It's like, okay. But yeah, so there was a distinct level of difficulty, and there was like a lot of moments. Like Double Dragon 2 had a lot of like cool moments, like fighting a guy in a helicopter and shit like that. Where that original trilogy like had very distinct moments that I think are very memorable to a beat 'em up game. But then obviously then came the Sega Genesis and Streets of Rage games, which had very memorable moments, but it was very linear. I do enjoy, like, I think the storyline, if you compare it to Super Double Dragon, the storylines in Streets of Rage are way better than Super Double Dragon. Where the original trilogy for the NES games, I liked those storylines. Those storylines were pretty good. But Super Double Dragon was pretty bland of a story compared to, like, Streets of Rage.
Well, isn't the story in Double Dragon? They beat my girlfriend up. Now go get.
Yeah. Well, no, there is a handful of story. Like, there's
We have an awesome cutscene in one of
there-
our classic videos.
Yeah, there's Mr. X in Streets of Rage who, he's this overlord. Like, he runs a lot of like the underground. Okay, and he's causing a lot of trouble in the city. And the Streets of Rage guys are undercover cops.
It's because Nate read the book.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes and no, because there's a difference there. So the NES version, they didn't focus so much on the betrayal, where the arcade original version was that the idea was that Jimmy was actually involved with the gang the whole time. But yeah, which is why I say like the NES. but where like you have undercover cops in Streets of Rage that are fighting this like underground syndicate ran by Mr. X, and they're kind of doing like hardcore police work, I guess you could say. Which remind me of like some old like 80s action movies and stuff. It was kind of cool. But they kept on with that. They kept that same kind of plot through all 3 games, and then they advanced the plot even more in Streets of Rage 4, adding a character which is the daughter of one of the main characters from the game, Adam. He's now he's now the head of the police at the time of Streets of Rage 4. His daughter is one of the cops that are actually working to take down the new guy who is like the grandson of Mr. X or something like that. The first 3 Double Dragons, yeah. Yeah, the first 3 Double Dragons, yeah, I know. Well, no, except it's evolving like this. Like, Double Dragon, can get pretty deep with the underground syndicate and them having to, like, drive over to, like, going to other countries to fight and deal with, like, this, like, ancient syndicate that believes that, you know, I mean, they have betrayed them and they're using their same, like, fighting form. Yeah, I mean, not in league with like the clan and
the games were very similar in my opinion.
No, they weren't. They weren't in like a lot of the ways. Like Double Dragon felt more like closer to like an 80s like kung fu movie, where like Streets of Rage felt like a more like a gritty like cop like beat
in the
'em up.
80s.
In the 80s. Well, my personal thing is like Double Dragon was good for a while. Was great. The NES versions I think are the pinnacle of like absolute 8-bit like beat 'em up. There's nothing better. But I think when Super Double Dragon came around and Streets of Rage were around, Streets of Rage kind of like ate like Double Dragon's lunch a little bit. And I can go there from my own because like I own Super Double Dragon and I owned all the Streets of Rage games and I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Genesis one growing up. I would go back to Streets of Rage way more often than Super Double Dragon and play them. Even to this day, like, I'll go back and play like Streets of Rage over Double Dragon.
So it says here, I just typed in they're the same, right?
Okay.
It said while they share the same side-scrolling beat-em-up genre, they differ in style, gameplay, and legacy. Double Dragon pioneered with the genre with a gritty martial arts focus, while the Streets of Rage is known for its polished, combo-heavy gameplay, diverse character moveset, and iconic electric music.
The combos were about the same in both. They both had the punch headbutt or punch throw.
It said it was more fluid in
they had
Rage.
Okay.
Double Dragon is stiffer.
But Double Dragon, but the thing is though, Super Double Dragon and Streets of Rage were very similar for fighting styles. Absolutely very similar. Like there was not much difference at all.
Okay.
They both had the weapons you can pick up and hit people. The 3-punch combos. They had a lot of the same stuff. They didn't
So they were the same.
Obviously, Super Double Dragon didn't have the you can call in reinforcements like Streets of Rage where the cops destroy. But I played it enough to beat it fairly many times. But I mean, it's one of the things. Obviously, it comes down to opinion.
Well, yeah, of course.
And the one person I wish we had on the podcast right now that I know would definitely agree with me.
Johnny?
No.
No?
Who absolutely loves Streets of Rage?
No idea.
And has played them on live stream when he used to live stream a lot. He would play through and just beat it without dying or getting hit. Aldo.
Oh. Oh, Aldo.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like a
He's
master.
still-
He was a master at Streets of Rage. Holy
He
shit.
still live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now, why? What is your main argument? Why? But okay, but what would be your rebuttal? Because like Double Dragon, like they're like the same character. There's no character selection because you're playing like two people that are exactly the same. Yeah, that's my point. That's like. Actually, no. Okay, okay. Super Double Dragon did have you could play. I don't know if you could. But you could play with the other Chinese character, but I think you had to earn that. I think you had to unlock that. No. No, in Super Double Dragon, you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, it's very true.
Well, in
but
Streets of Rage versus Double Dragon, player-wise, you could only do one player in Double Dragon.
no, you can do
Secret-
two player.
No, you cannot. You can, it's alternating.
No.
That's we're talking about the NES version, though.
Well, we're talking about the whole series. We're talking about which one's a better series.
Yeah, but you can't play the arcade one at home.
Well, no, okay, so
Now
like,
you
but-
can. I'm talking
well,
about when
no,
you were growing up.
Well, you could. Sega released all three Double Dragons on Genesis, the arcade versions.
Okay, you were
So
talking about
so-
NES versions.
Well, no, I was saying out of the original three, I think the NES versions were better. That
Okay.
was my opinion than the arcade versions. But you could play all three arcade versions on Genesis.
Oh.
And you could play them together.
Yeah. But I know the NES one wasn't.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Although Double Dragon did something weird though with their second game. They reversed which direction you have to like stand to kick, which was weird. It threw a bunch of people off when you first play it.
You have to hit left to kick.
Yeah,
right or
yeah.
something.
It was really they completely made the controls backwards and screw with you really a lot for no reason. I don't know why.
I get it. I get it.
It made sense after you got used to it.
Yeah,
but,
it's
like,
kind of like flying an airplane. You know, down is up is down.
yeah, you had to hold right to kick left. It was
Yeah.
and hold right to kick right. I mean left to kick right. Yeah, it was weird. I'm not sure what the big change was. I mean, granted, it was only the second game. Of course, they're going to make changes to the game, but yeah, the style of Streets of Rage was so good. Like, especially the boss fight music was so cool. No, yeah, I was. Yeah, the original
Sounded just like it. I
Yeah.
just brought back memories.
the original Double Dragon music was really really good. The opening theme, but when you first play Streets of Rage, especially the first game, the opening music was like the music of an opening of like a super deep like cop drama from the 80s or something. It was like really cool. It was like, wow, this is the future. This is like the future kind of thing.
More like oh god, what was that one with? I can't even think right now. The like one of the early, the 80s or 90s cop dramas there.
One of my favorite cop dramas, and it was funny because I was talking
With
to somebody else.
Johnny Depp was in it. What was it called?
That's
what I
21
think.
Jump Street.
That's what I think.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no, that's definitely a good
Streets of
comparison.
Rage, yeah.
Good comparison. But I was talking to somebody else about one of my favorite cop dramas. It was a few years ago. I was rewatching it, and I really need to put it on the server. The show Hunter.
Hunter.
It was a really cool cop show.
That sounds familiar.
But yeah, it was, I don't know.
Before Grim goes, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, oh yeah. Bloodborne. So Bloodborne, absolutely. So it's weird. I absolutely love all three Souls games, right? But I don't go back to them as much. The two games I go back to of Miyazaki's is Bloodborne and Elden Ring. Like, I'm not sure why. Bloodborne is just like a good, like, it is a really good game. Yes, no, agreed. Agreed, but yeah.
Now I'm seeing that they won't let them make a remaster or a remake.
Yeah. Well, we're getting also, I think, we're getting an Elden Ring TV show, I think. Yeah, but two of the people that are actually helping out on that is Brandon Sanderson and George R. Martin, which is crazy. I don't see that's where I differ. I want both. I want a reach distance atmosphere, and I want a good story. I want them both. Yeah, no, but like, yeah, that's what's great about Miyazaki's games, though, because you are the person in the story. It's up to you to put the piece together. But once you do, you're like, well, the people that have already experienced it and know the whole story do, like myself.
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, but that's not a great argument, because Sony's hiring a movie production team to do Sony Productions to do this, which never have looked at or programmed a game in their life, I am sure. Where the team that did Bloodborne still is around, they can still do another Bloodborne while the movie's being done. It doesn't have to be one or the other. They can do both. Yeah, I know. Well, movie, but yeah.
Sony and From Software have a fragile relationship.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, it says Sony owns the rights. Because they're not gonna make a they're not going to remake it without From Software. That's what, because Sony owns the intellectual IP,
Yes.
while the developer has moved on.
Yes.
So because of that, there's trouble.
There was a Bloodborne remake in the works for a little while, because the reason why people knew that is because some of the people that worked at From had it on their LinkedIn account. They were working on it, and then it was gone like a few months later. So negotiations like fell out or something.
Miyazaki prefers creating new IPs versus sequels,
Yes.
even though he made 3 of the other one.
And not even on that. That's bullshit because if you think like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, they're all Dark Souls games. They're just a different, slightly different setting. So when he's like, I like to create new settings or new IPs, no, you like to change the name of your IP.
Oh yes, but like if you look at Miyazaki's games going back all the way to like his earliest games, you can see remnants of like a Dark Souls-ish in them. He's been perfecting this style for a while, just giving it a new name. Well, yeah, but I think he, yeah. But he also like he's been obviously continuing the Armored Core series for like ever.
Oh, he does that?
Yeah. So. Yeah. 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 And the same and the yeah. Yeah, and because of the negotiations between Sony and From, he probably would have done something else in the Bloodborne universe, but obviously that's not going to happen. But Sony owns the IP and stuff, so they can do a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're going
Now,
to
how
do.
do you feel about Jacksepticeye doing it? Was it he producing it or something?
I don't know if he's actually producing it or if he's just a consultant. I don't know if
Oh no, he's a big YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber, yeah. But I'm not sure how much he's involved though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I know I saw that in one of the articles and I was like, it's so early on that I'm not sure how true that is either.
Oh, he made a video about it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh. What? Okay. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Co-produced. He's a co-producer.
No. Oh, he's a co. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he only has like. Yeah, he has slight.
Yeah, yeah, it was silly. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I'll be there for you to help you out. Or
Yeah.
you know, like,
I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't mind it. Yeah.
Well, there's other things, but
I don't know. I really enjoyed both seasons really a lot. So I really enjoyed it.
no, no.
I still like The Last Jedi.
The
I
greatest.
think
movie
it's one of
ever
the.
made.
I think it's one of the best movies to deconstruct Star Wars. Um. Because it's something like something was daring to do is take a deconstructive route on Star Wars, which was bold. which was, I mean, a pretty bold move.
So the Last of Us season 2 had a 92 fresh from the reviewers,
Yeah.
but a 37% from the actual people,
Yeah.
which is pretty bad. 37.
Okay. Good for them. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit.
Holcomb.
I like them. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. And I know the third season, the actress who plays the other girl is what, not the what's her name, is not coming back. So I'm not sure what they're doing there.
Well, supposedly everybody wants the main character of the girl to be Rogue in X-Men.
Oh.
I know.
Oh. I
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. And he's too much. He's in too much stuff right now. He's like the new Rock right now. He's in everything.
I don't know.
Mm. Mm.
I don't know. I think he did an absolutely great job. But yeah, I have. I own them. I played them.
Do you own them
Yeah.
legally?
I didn't play through them, so I didn't play through them all. But like, I didn't play through all the second because I kind of got like interested in other games. But that's how it goes. You play through the first one, then you get uninterested. You play other games. You never go back to the other ones. And
Mm.
They could have, if they want to tell a plot, but the way the color they went, doesn't know. They go, what's her name? She goes, I'm soul. Hope camp over there. But have never done that. They wrote it down in their head.
I don't know. I've heard like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or I accidentally kill someone that's on our team.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had like the way like well, he doesn't work at our store anymore. I forget. I don't know where the hell he is now. Ryan, I'm not sure what store he's at. Anyway, he is probably one of the biggest Last of fans like I've ever met. He's like super obsessed with that freaking game.
The one who used to be his assistant?
Yeah.
I don't think he works for the company anymore.
Yeah, he might have. I think he might have left.
Yeah.
But he was like obsessed with Last of Us, right? And I remember him having a debate with somebody like that I was having Grimm's opinion, and he got way deeper than I could even get into like some of these storylines of like why Joel did what he did. He had reasons, points, plot points from the first game that led to the second. He went like way on. Like I was like, holy shit! I was like, holy shit! He what do you call it? Completely like made the whole thing make sense. Like why Joel did what he did. Well, no, that's the thing. He made the argument point like he acted exactly how he was supposed to, how he was always going to be written.
No, he acted the way they wanted him to act that.
No, because there's a lot of plot point stuff like that, where he starts lowering his guard. All these other little things that point out where he earns more trust in humanity. Things start changing in his mind. Like Ryan got into a whole deep thing of like why when that eventually happened, his verge on trusting humanity was so much better than where it was at the beginning of the first game. It got him caught out He got him caught out in the middle of like this thing that he didn't expect.
They did all that in the second game in like 3 hours, and that's the problem. That they rushed, drove in, they were like, "Well, we want to kill Joel." Okay, we have to make him a bumbling idiot within the first 24 hours.
Okay, but this okay.
Point, they didn't. What they should have done was play for 2 games and kill him at the end of the second one with the same setup, because then we would have had time to build that story.
But I don't know.
They wanted to do 7
So, like I'm not sure how. Like obviously we can't assume. All we can do is go by the creators, like what they've said. Okay, and obviously they've been questioned about this, and they said and well no. How can you take someone how?
because they literally tried to retcon the game is fucking literally about Joel protecting the little girl. 90% of the story is about Joel in the end.
Because his daughter got killed, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was her daughter.
No,
his daughter.
yeah. What the writers have said is that it's a bigger story about Ellie. Joel was a part of it. He was always planned to be and he said he was always planned to be killed off at some point.
No, that is a complete lie. That is what
Yeah, but oh,
happened was right. The intersection of the bullshit that happened right after the first game led into the thing we were complaining about developers not having a strong presence in gaming. And Neil Druckmann was like literally the #1 asshole screaming that females should have more of a presence in gaming. And at the same time, the chick who wrote Uncharted and wrote The Last of Us ended up leaving the company for undisclosed reasons. I'm telling you right now, the reason was because Druckmann got enough power to tell them we're going to kill Joel and make Ellie the character. She got pissed and left. It started her own review. That's what fucking happened. There's plenty of people who have dug into this and are really shit. That's why the story was so early and so crazy to Ellie when it should have been killed Joel later and passed the story. I've done the research on this.
no, I know. I'm saying though, like
Same reason why they had to end Uncharted. Uncharted 4 ended because they were right on the cusp of being characters, and after and then 2 years after Uncharted ended, people started getting real pissed about them making every game female lead, and they put Uncharted on the back burner because they thought interviews by the game.
but the
Gonna make an Uncharted 5 with his daughter as the main character.
okay, so
They had to stop because it took them too long.
You know what that's called? I know what we would call it. Tomb Raider.
yeah, so
Hmm.
And how we do it just because one guy who never wrote the movie. I mean, the great thing is Neil Druckmann is not in Tony's mind behind Uncharted or The Last of Us. Both those games are brainchild of the chick that I forgot her name. Anybody remember?
I don't remember
No,
offhand.
no.
She was the head of the studio before.
Mhm.
She was the one that created it, told those things. She had very little confidence, and after the Uncharted 3, she started having issues with Neil Druckmann because she got so like she got a bunch of you know how like that works?
Amy Henning.
Yeah, you know the crowd noser at work
Yeah.
that gets he started crowd nosing Sony executives, and he started getting power over what they're going to do and promote it in the company, and that led to a clash because it was like, look, we want to get rid of Hank Drake, Hank the lead, or we want to move on to a female lead, and we're also going to shift Uncharted Last of Us because we both want a female lead next. Mind you, he was just it was his idea, and he got so much
Okay, but what would you say to the fans, like for instance, like my friend Ryan, who absolutely loved and was like, it went exactly how I expected it.
I would say this was not very good. It lost focus on the fact that Uncharted, I mean, Last of Us 2 as a game didn't sell as well as the first one. The reason why it looks like it is because it heavily packaged the two. Like they started
Yeah,
packaging
but
it.
what can't you don't you see that like kind of offensive, saying that like he's coping?
Dude, you just told me that you tried to told me that trolls salted on society
Yeah.
and started to trust people. But they didn't do that in the first game. They did it in a span of 2 hours before our
No, but I know, but that's not. No, I know. I'm saying though, but what do you say to the fans that really enjoyed it and say they honestly do? Because you can't say what someone really like. They really love the game. What the hell? I just lost like.
I did too.
No, that's not my point though. I'm saying, don't you see it like as offensive, like saying someone's just coping when they're actually a fan? Yeah, but how can okay? But the thing is though, I can't like. I would find that I'm offending somebody if I said that because like I don't I'm not in their head. I can't say what they think for them. That's wrong. That's not someone's opinion. You're trying to say what someone else's opinion is when you say they're coping though. Okay, but that yeah, but okay, that's fine. But you can't say I'm saying someone's coping is offensive. It is because it is because you're trying to give you're trying to objectively change their opinion for them. Yeah. No, he's not that. Like he knows that, but there's key moments in the trail, like as the story progresses, where there's where no in the first one where there's like glimmers of hope and stuff. Obviously, the end it's pretty tragic by the end. It's pretty tragic at the end, but yeah, I know. Yeah, 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 I know. I'm just I'm just saying, like, you can't, like, if you say someone's coping, it's like you're trying to say they only have their opinion because of this reason, when they could just truly have that opinion without any other reason. I know, but on the opposite end, someone like him or another fan would say you're coping by making up your own. No, but they're. It's not the point. No, but they would say because. Yeah. No, but. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It wasn't his nature to just walk in and get killed. At all. He's always at guard. He's always like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they could. Yeah. Yeah. That's her name. I don't forget her name. The girl. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That. Yeah. That was. Oh. Yeah. 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 But I'm just saying. What? Yeah. Okay. Uh. Yeah. I don't know. It's. Yeah. It's one of those things. I want to let both parties have like. I mean, there's a bunch of people I'm sure that hate the game. And there's a bunch of people that love the game. You know what I mean? So.
And he's sticking to it.
That was like year. That was like years. That was years ago. Oh. Yeah, but that's years later though too. I don't know. Because it's a pretty cohesive storyline. It blends pretty well the first game to the second game, and Joel's death seems pretty in line of what he did. So I don't know. It seems pretty fluent to me. Yeah. Yeah. Just because you have a fit of rage and you're trying to save a loved one, you kill innocent people to do that doesn't mean you get off scot. Doesn't mean you get off scot-free. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, okay, so the way you have to look at somebody is through someone else's eyes. So the people on the doctor's side, he's a crazed madman who just killed a bunch of innocent people that they think are innocent. But on the other end, Joel's killing a bunch of people that he thinks is. So, and by them killing Joel, obviously the people that love Joel are going to think they killed someone innocent. And while on that side, they're going to think, well, they just killed a freaking, what do you call it, this crazy person that went around and killed a bunch of people. It's justified. It's justified. Well, no, they that's what I love about, okay, that the games that do that are great. The games that blur the line, especially like when you're playing fetch with the dog in the second one, and then all of a sudden the next scene you're about to shoot the dog. Like, they're supposed to blur the lines to show that nobody's really a bad guy and nobody's really a good guy. Yeah. 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 Man in the High Castle. Man in the High Castle. Spoiler: it wasn't so peaceful. Yes. It wasn't so peaceful. Yeah.
As a player, I fucking know that at the very least, all you're doing is trying to make a more
I don't know.
Okay, that was a nice half hour of Last of Us.
Oh my god. It's a half hour guy. Anyway.
Later.
All right. So, take a quick break
Okay.
before we get into.
Oh shit. Still does that.
I don't know why it does
I don't
that.
get it.
podcast network. With over 30 podcasts, everything from horror to comic books to comic books, and so much more. You're bound to find the show for your taste. Whether it be Nerds Origin, That Strange Show, Retro Redoctopus, Flash, Thrown Out Thursday, Horror Squad. Still talking with my God, man. I can't read all of these. Feel free to play the Experiment Podcast Network. There are over 30 shows chock full of very senior years, and they're all available on iTunes, Spotify, and wherever fine podcasts are broadcast.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Greetings and shabibans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Redoctopus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh.
And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Dorking Podcast Network with new episodes every Tentacle Tuesday.
Yeah.
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brick.
You can listen to Retro Octopus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
Are you a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books? Then Epic Tales from the Sewers is a podcast for you. We cover the comic books, video games, movies, cartoons, and anything else turtle related. We talk about the toys, we talk about the cereal, we talk about all the fun things about turtles that we love so much. So give a listen. You can find us on iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. Check out Epic Tales from the Sewers, part of the Epic Airways Podcast Network. Give a listen, dudes. Cowabunga is this podcast for you.
Okay, and we are back. Okay, so the one thing that we wanted to get, I was going to get into this even though I put it in text, is we're getting closer to the year of the Linux desktop.
Okay.
If you look at those Steam charts,
Okay.
we're up to what? I think Linux is at, well, that says like 3%, but
Which graph?
if you have to go down and click on OS version.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if that shows like all, like, so obviously there's quite a big breakup here. Obviously what's funny is because Mac has jumped.
Oh wow.
And it's jumped almost 1% since the Neo came out.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, because it's selling out like crazy.
Huh.
Everywhere. Linux has jumped to 5.3%. Now, granted, almost, I think, a year and a half ago, it was only at 1%. So, which means Linux is having exponential growth, which means it's like now double.
Not enough though.
Yeah, but we're
92% is
okay.
Windows.
But for Linux to even get to 1%, it almost took a decade.
Yeah, but before
then-
Linux wasn't even thinking about games or getting games to work.
No, they were. Wine has always been around, and obviously Proton's a version of
Yeah,
Wine.
but those are always just a pain in the butt.
But they've been around for a very, very
Oh
long
yeah,
time.
I tried. I was using the Wine crap on a Mac
Yeah,
because I think I got Duke Nukem Forever to work on.
but like we're
Like
talking
that.
about like a decade. Linux got to like 1.5%. Then all of a sudden, within like 3 years, they jumped to 5.2%, whatever it is. All of a sudden,
What do you think?
which
the
means
reason
which
is?
shows exponential growth, especially with how terrible Windows is becoming.
See, I don't. I don't know what the problem is with Windows.
It doesn't get out of your way.
What do you mean?
If you're an average user, right,
Yeah.
for Windows, that doesn't run, like, for instance, on my Windows, I run a script that, like, strips a bunch of shit off it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't get as many of those headaches as a lot of other people do, but a lot of other people ain't going to do that.
What are the headaches?
No matter what you do, it's like, you sure you want to do this? Wait, you sure? We're going to run this. You need my permission. You sure you want to do that? Everything you do, it does.
I've never had that issue, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly,
Oh,
it's just Windows. It runs and it does what I need it to do.
Oh.
I'm not programming shit. I just run games.
Yeah, and not to mention,
run our
like,
show.
And, like, Grim won't admit it, but, like, how many problems has he had with Windows in running his hardware all the goddamn
That
time?
necessarily wasn't the Windows problem. That was his hardware problem.
No, that is because it's Windows resetting things when they do updates.
Yeah, but like he always has issues with like his Razer. I've never had that happen.
Oh.
Never. The
I have-
only time I ever had, there's an update. Okay, the update's over. All better.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
His,
a whole
his
other gripe.
button things always cancel
'cause
out and shit.
That's the whole other gripe, because I think their software is garbage. Razer's software.
I have no issues.
Oh.
No issues with it. It just does what it needs to.
Ah.
I don't know what's garbage about it. It's just a freaking program. It works. It's not doing what I need it to do. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, if it works, it works. I don't know what to tell you. It's doing what I need.
But yeah, mostly it just gets out of your way. And then what people have discovered, obviously, with games, one of the we were just talking about Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders across the board, every benchmark anybody's ever done, it runs like 10% better on Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Windows, the background stuff that's running in Windows, there's no reason for it. There's so many background services and like pointless shit in Windows that are just running that the average user is never going to use or care about.
Maybe because my current computer is such a high end with an i9 and a 4090 that I don't know a shit. The only issue that I have is PUBG.
Yeah.
And that just for some reason that game overheats like crazy. I don't get it. It's not, the graphics aren't even, Arc Raiders quality. Arc Raiders, no problems.
Yeah.
PUBG, steaming.
I don't know. I don't. Well,
unless it's the
obviously it's Intel
cooler.
because, like, for instance, I just fixed Grimm's PC.
Mm-hmm.
And after I replaced the cooler and stuff, the highest it was going, even running like when I was running Furmark and I was running Ada64, pushing it to 100%, and the highest the temp was going was 86 after I replaced the cooler and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when I replaced just the thermal paste and stuff, obviously I'm gonna get better temps from the newer cooler. It had bigger fins, it had a bigger radiator. Obviously, it's gonna work better. And obviously the thermal contact was better because the mount was a new mount for the motherboard. But even when I just replaced the thermal paste, at full load it was getting around 102 degrees at times. When I looked it up, his is the 137K, I think, in his motherboard. I think it was 137 Intel. And I was looking, and that's like the average temperature.
But see, with mine, it would hit like 86 degrees and start beep 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 beep.
It shouldn't be at 86.
It was a lower number than it should be, and it was like erroring out. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, maybe they put a threshold, and it
thermal-
could always be. My whole issue with everything could be just the motherboard because I think because I bought it through Corsair.
Yeah.
I think they locked out the motherboard. I can't get a BIOS update without getting it through Corsair.
That's really weird.
I can't just go to MSI and get the update for that motherboard. I have to get it through Corsair to do it.
That's really strange.
I'm thinking that could also be a reason why I can't get 128 gigs to work in it. Because it might be locked out somehow.
Maybe. That's a really strange. I've never seen that.
And as for the thing, I could not find anything online about such a low temperature causing an alarm to go off.
No, because at the most, at 90 degrees, you're going to hit thermal throttling, but it ain't going to stop anything.
Yeah, this was like a USB that kept disconnecting.
I know.
What the fuck is this? Oh, it was annoying.
I know.
And it was blinking red. I'm like, what? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I reinstalled all the software, deleted it, everything, and it just kept overheating in PUBG. I'm like, okay, let's take off the side. Okay, it's running completely fine now. But I don't want the freaking side off.
The side shouldn't really change anything. It ain't going to get that much warmer.
It makes a huge difference.
Especially like your case compared to Grimm's.
Yeah, I know, but it's a huge difference.
where everything's literally smushed against each other,
Yeah, huge difference.
and there's some vents, but in only 2 fans.
Like I can't even lean it on the case
Oh my god!
because of the glass. It's weird.
yeah.
Because so I was considering, okay, I'll just get a new motherboard, get a new case, and reinstall everything. Maybe
Well, you
get
don't need a new case. Just use the same
maybe
case.
get a new AIO.
Yeah.
Well, I want a white case,
Oh.
but
well,
get a new AIO and get rid of the case. But I want to figure out which motherboard can take 4 sticks of RAM.
any of them should.
Yeah, you would think, but for some reason, it wouldn't work on that.
Yeah, I know. I don't get that. I still don't get that at all.
Like I understand they're not identical from the same build, but
It
they
doesn't- it
are
doesn't
all
matter.
the same latencies, all the same numbers.
It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't always.
That shouldn't be.
You
that,
can you
like
can mix
that.
it. Okay, nothing's gonna happen if you mix and match it. You're just not gonna get the performance.
Correct.
So it should work no matter what.
Yeah.
But
And it just does not boot with 4 sticks in it.
Yeah.
All the sticks work. They just will not boot. And it's like, what the hell?
But yeah, a lot of people are buying the Neo, which is causing people to play Steam games on Mac.
I miss my Mac.
Which is
Still
crazy.
waiting on my Mac.
So, but I'm saying if we see the same growth, if more and more people, especially right now, so Windows 10 is dead.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
They got rid of it.
And I had to tell our coworker Sal. He's like, what can I do? He keeps on giving me alert that,
His computer's not that old.
no, it has Windows 10.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying he can just get it for free.
Oh yeah, I told him that. I was like, just upgrade to Windows 11.
Yeah. Just hit the button.
Yeah. So, and he's like, well, what is that? I was like, because you're not going to get security updates, which means your computer's vulnerable at this point.
Well, that's like I've been telling my girlfriend. I'm like, you need to get a new phone. Like she's got my Note 20.
Oh, yep.
They're on the 26.
Yeah.
Like Samsung's on the 26
Yeah, but,
now.
okay.
So it's not going to get updates for
But-
security anymore.
And obviously, and that's one of the key reasons I walked away from Android.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, you gotta up
The
get a new
iPhone
phone.
11 is still supported.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I'm like, you need to get a new phone. I'm worried.
That's ridiculous. Like Android has a problem.
Yeah.
If you don't want to support it, fine. Just release the code. The
Oh,
community
yeah.
will build the update.
Yeah, just give it a safety update.
But they won't. Oh no, it's no, because they want you to buy a new phone every 2 years. You can go
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
a kite.
Coming from the one who was fuck iPhone.
Hey. I love the open source community, but like what Android is doing is just extorting people with like the way Samsung does it and stuff. It's terrible. But yeah, I don't know. The MacBook Neo is really, really cool.
Oh yeah, no, for
can
what
do-
it is, yeah.
For what it can do, it's getting people like.
And this is why. But this is the only problem with the reason they. Because of this is the reason why they won't put iOS, the Mac OS, on an iPad.
There's rumors that's eventually going to happen, but
It could eventually, but then why buy a MacBook? If you could just get an iPad.
iPads a lot. Well, most iPads, the high-end iPads, are a lot more expensive than that.
This iPad is only $300,
Yeah.
and it might even have like a similar processor. I don't know what the iPad 10 has.
The A1,
Isn't that what the Neo has?
A16. Anyway.
Let's see.
But I don't know. My thing is though, I'm not so.
Oh, iPad 11, A16.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, so the thing it's like, because I'm not a complete super fan of the Neo. Only reason why, because I absolutely hate the fact that you're still paying $600 for a computer that's not upgradable. Mm-hmm. Okay, that drives me up a goddamn wall.
So the Neo is Apple A18, but still, it's only.
Yeah, which is obviously why I have a ThinkPad, people, because this computer is like for all intents and purposes, it's modular. Every single part can be taken off and replaced.
When are you going to buy a used framework?
I know I need a framework. I love the framework idea. Those guys I love that idea, and that's a great that is one of the coolest laptops, obviously aside from the ThinkPad. But like I said, this is an older ThinkPad too. Not all ThinkPads are upgradable, just like this one is. They kind of started soldering things onto the motherboard after this generation of it. So, but
Yeah, they're going for about $900.
What? Oh, used
Used frameworks.
used frameworks. Yeah. No, I love that idea. I think everything should be modeled. Everything should be fixable. Like I saw there was a lawsuit that the court ruled against John Deere. Like, no, like you can't, like, you have to make your products so the farmers can fix them themselves. And John Deere lost the lawsuit,
Oh, yeah.
and they owe the farmers, I forget how much they lost.
Can you believe there was, I know it's off topic, but there was tractors that you started with a shotgun shell?
Yes.
That's insane. That's crazy.
There was,
Like, it was
no, it wasn't
cool.
it was
It was an empty shotgun shell.
well, it
like
was
a powder,
it was
right?
a type of motor. It was in more than tractors, but yeah.
That's. I think there's a motorcycle that they did it too. I saw that too.
Yeah, but you think like,
Pow!
yeah, but we used to have to like some of the first motors, you to crank them yourselves.
Yeah,
People were killed from the kickback.
Oh, really?
From
They got
crank
run
it-
over?
As soon as it the motor kicked,
It started
sometimes
spinning
people would
around?
get like hit by that thing and
Oh,
killed.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I always like kickstart motorcycles. I love the dirt bike.
Yeah, but that's a tiny
Oh,
motor.
I know,
compared to,
I know. I just
trying to
I've
like
always- I've always
crank a
liked-
giant V8.
Yeah, I've always just like. But yeah, I do kind of like the colors for the Neo, but I'd rather have a Pro myself.
The $700 one.
No, a MacBook Pro.
Oh, okay. Because there's like the two versions.
Well, it's just the it
sensor. Yeah, I know.
the amount of memory
Yeah.
or the.
But there's also
Hard
the fingerprint sensor too and stuff. That's in the Pro.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. And obviously the cooling is one thing. You could go extreme and do what Jake did and put a literal radiator on the back of it.
I don't want to make anything bigger than it needs to be. I think they were talking about you can use an external graphics card. What did I see?
With the Mac. How the hell would that work?
I don't know. I think I saw something.
I don't know if that
I
would
don't
talk to
remember.
the A16 that well.
I don't remember. But I do know that the framework modules
Yeah.
work on anything.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
You can take them and plug them into this.
Yeah.
You can plug them into a MacBook and they'll work. They got
Yeah.
the USB-C.
Yep.
All it is USB-C.
Yep. No,
Probably Thunderbolt, I would think.
yeah, I think it's all Thunderbolt. Yeah, those guys, oh man. Like, obviously, if I wasn't looking to get, like, how can I get, like, a cheap laptop that's super modular, I can upgrade completely, I would have it, but, I mean, I paid $200 at most for this laptop.
Yeah, they're going for
And-
$950
and
still.
This laptop will outperform, I would guarantee, any $500 or more laptop at, like, any retail store.
That you buy, yeah.
Yeah, it would outperform it.
Unless you go to like Best Buy and buy their high-end ones.
And have more memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the high-end ones are around 1,000. I
No,
paid
they got some decent ones. I've been
for under 500.
Probably $599 or something like that. They're decent, but of course, if they're in a retail store, they're going to be not as good hardware inside, as in cheaper made.
Yeah,
Like plastic and stuff.
and not upgradable.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
This one you could completely do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and then the internal memory. Like, I have 2 terabytes in here.
Well, yeah. I still think they need to
Like the
make internal graphics cards that you can change out.
That's the only tough part. That's
Yeah.
a tough thing. Only reason why is because how PCI lane stuff work for how tiny it has to be. It would be tough. Granted, like the motherboard on the MacBook Neo is like this thin.
Yeah,
It's just
an iPhone
it's-
motherboard.
Yeah, it's just it looks more like an iPad motherboard.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. But
Probably is.
it probably is, yeah. Anyway, so the last topic, so the AI bubble. One of the things that started happening, so obviously, aside from Sam Altman's house getting shot up and a Molotov cocktail thrown at it.
Okay.
That's
awful.
If you don't know Sam Altman, he's the head of OpenAI. He's obviously, I'm sure you've heard his name. And then we have my favorite I've been following, which is the only AI I've really ever used a whole lot, is Claude,
Okay.
which is Anthropic. I think they had some of the best because they had no fluff to their AI, like, at all. It was just like straight like productivity and stuff like that. There was no like, I mean, anything to like to lure you in to use it more. It was just like, hey, you need answers, here you go. But they started now recently because you can pay for models to use their AI, and I think it starts at like $20. But now they've changed the model. The more you use it, the more they're going to charge you. Okay. So, say if a company is using Anthropic for helping with programming stuff, they're going to charge you based on how much you're using their hardware, which is understandable because the reason why the AI, if anybody doesn't know why the AI bubble is going to burst, is because when it became like beginning investors getting all this money to the AI, OpenAI, Anthropic, and the Grok AI and Gemini, they're giving all these money to build up their AI, to build up the data centers, because they're going to need like graphics cards that cost $20,000 to $30,000 a piece, and there's hundreds upon hundreds of computers with them in it, which are in giant data centers, along with literally buying all the RAM in existence almost. So that's going to cost a lot of money. So when a lot of just random people are just using OpenAI for free, or what do you call it, Claude, or Grok, or Gemini, there at some point they're going to need money to support that. But their only clients are like, obviously Gemini and Grok have like the governments investing in them. Anthropic was, until they pulled out and told obviously our government that they violated terms of service. They're no longer allowed to.
I miss Sora.
Sora
doesn't work anymore.
Well, no, because that's the thing. They were hoping people were going to invest money.
Well, the problem is they're not making profit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It costs a lot. Those data centers cost a shit ton of money.
And they're getting no return.
Well, no, you would have to charge people like $30 or more a month. And like that's not even on top of it. You'd have to have thousands of users all paying that money to support that.
Because Sora, at least with Sora, you could make like as many as you wanted. Then they changed it to like 6 a day.
Well, no, it was to get people to...
Yeah, and then they just... Sorry, we're not making any money, so we're shutting you down.
Well, yeah, this is going to happen to all of them.
Yeah. But that's just showing you. Like I loved Sora because I could use my own likeness.
Oh,
and I was making some funny ass shit.
They're going to eventually, because the only investment they have for these big like AI things is to get corporations to invest in it. But the problem is though,
it doesn't work.
Well, no. But once big companies stop seeing a return on investment on their end, they're going to stop supporting it as well.
Yeah. Well, the problem is with using it with certain companies that use manpower. The AI doesn't know how much a man can actually do, or human.
No.
So they're like, oh, that person should be able to do 300 boxes in an hour, or do this and that in 15 minutes. No, you cannot.
Yeah, but eventually, once it comes to an analysis and going, oh shit, this is not really helping us. And
why are all these people dropping dead? I don't understand.
Then someone else comes along and figures the solution out to the problem, and it's not AI that figures it out that they paid a bunch of money for. They're going to stop investing in whatever.
It's just not sustainable right now.
Yeah, they're not. They're going to stop supporting OpenAI or whatever, who's supporting their platform, and then, like, if they're not getting money from the general populace, then the investors are going, well, where's our return? We're eventually going to come calling for their money, and that's when they're going to shut down.
That's when they'll sell all their shares,
and all those data centers will shut down. RAM will be $1 a friggin' stick. It'll be great.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a shitload. And then I also heard that with those data centers, that the electricity that was being used was also getting charged to the consumer.
Yes.
And then there was a bill that was put in that they would have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But who knows how long that will take.
I don't know.
But like, I think that's ridiculous. We should not be paying for their electric.
No.
Pay for your own shit. Like, that's crazy. Because there's so much electricity going into those buildings.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It costs a lot to run those data centers.
I wonder what their delivery rate is. Oh, they probably have a tax write-off for their delivery. They probably have some kind of write-off.
Yeah, so eventually when those things wear out, the return on investment is going to be gone. And obviously, I'm happy about that because once that happens, that means hard drives will be on the market really cheap again. I can take my Plex server from a 16, whatever terabyte, I don't remember, to like a 200 terabyte server, which will be great. With
You
like,
got lucky with those drives you got
with
too.
like 128 gigs of RAM. That's the only problem right now. Like my other server only has 16 gigs of RAM. I'm not doing a whole lot with it.
For the data server.
Yeah, the one with that's running Proxmox.
The cloud?
That's running Nextcloud. I don't need a lot of RAM for it. It doesn't need it. But if I want to expand and start running a lot more program stuff, I'm going to need the more RAM to do it. Because Nextcloud right now I think only uses like 6 gigs of RAM at a time. It doesn't even really. So and Proxmox.
What programs would you run through the server that would use the RAM?
I would run different like. I could run like. Obviously, I have like the basic like photo stuff with like Nextcloud, but I could run a bunch of other stuff like for documents, everything else like that, other programs. That would be server. One of the ones I really want to do, and I want to get up and running, is there's a server end you can install that's a literal emulation station.
Oh,
that anybody can use.
And you just run it through a program. Where would you run it from?
Well, no, I could run it off. So what Proxmox?
You still need a computer to use it.
Well, no. So what I want to do with the other server is Proxmox is now running Nextcloud. Proxmox itself is an operating system that hosts VMs.
Virtual media, or what's VM?
A virtual machine.
Machine. Okay, virtual machine.
So Proxmox is running is its own version. While Nextcloud is running a VM of Debian that's running Nextcloud, where I would just install another virtual machine with another Linux distro, then run that program as a server client on that, obviously, VM, which would be hosting retro games, and it categorizes them, and it has built-in emulators. So,
And so if that's on your cloud or whatever,
that means I can log into my phone and play a game. I could anybody I know could hey, here's a password and sign in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How
play
could you play them?
on any browser?
Okay, so you'd have to have something with a browser.
Yeah.
Now, do controllers work with those?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there's ones I've seen people have made like retro gaming like magazine servers, which is kind of cool. It has like every retro gaming magazine like you could think of, and you could just
that would make the whole freaking Game Smash so much easier.
Oh yeah.
Just load it up.
But exactly. But the retro gaming magazine was cool. They had they had a whole bunch of like Scientific American, like all the old magazines, like all hosted on like their server.
Oh, yep.
And you could just go on your phone and like read an old magazine, and it's just hosted on their own cloud, which is really cool. There's a bunch of random stuff I would love to do. And obviously one of the other big ones I eventually want to do is Home Assistant, get that running. So get rid of Alexa and have just my own Home Assistant running. That's completely locked into my own
It'd
cloud.
be like, hey, Kubrick.
Oh my god!
Show me the moon landing.
My god!
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, hopefully we're going to be back to the moon very soon. And then to Mars. We should have been to Mars already.
Well, that's like 6 months it takes to get there.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they need to land on the moon again first.
Well, we're going to build a habitation on the moon.
Yeah, they gotta.
That's what Artemis. Well, Artemis 3 is a planning mission. I don't know if they're definitely going to land on the moon, and then Artemis 4 they're definitely landing on the moon, and I think that's going to be the beginning of the project of building the habitation.
So how they get past the Van Allen belt, whatever it is, Van Allen.
Van Allen built.
Yeah, how they get past it?
Because we have proper shielding.
Oh, I thought they couldn't before.
That's yeah. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of weirdness around that.
Yeah. It's just weird.
But we in current day we do actually have
people were trying to say, oh, that the moon is in that orbit. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like 289,000 miles away. I don't think the.
Well, that's like the people saying like when they took the picture of Earth, like where are the satellites? I'm gonna smack you.
That stuff drives me crazy. You need to know how cameras work.
Okay, that too. But first of all, how small satellites are.
Well,
Two,
yeah.
how far away satellites are. They were still getting pulled by Earth's gravity. If the satellites were that close, they would be crashing into your house.
Yeah. Well, there's that, and there's the freaking the stars. Why can't you see stars?
But, well, okay.
It doesn't
Why
work that
why
way.
do you think you can't see stars in the middle of the day? Because there's a giant bright light shining on us.
Yeah.
That's why they can't. You're that close to the moon, you can't see the stars because there's this giant freaking thing, bright ass thing at you.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
But who was who took the pictures? They saved the guy that was that they left there years ago with the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, they had to save him. He's been there for
He's been there forever.
60, 70 years or whatever.
Oh my God.
They left him there. They found the corpse.
They found it.
He's like, he's just standing there. They had a remote.
They had a remote.
They had a freaking remote.
I don't
It's
know.
it's just weird how they went and said, "Oh, we don't have that technology." Well, if not, how would they do it then? How do we not have it now?
Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation is
That was
like,
just made no sense.
I don't know what happened. I just know Nixon screwed it up.
I just know we had all this technology and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just blame Nixon. 72. He ended the funding for the space program, and then we never went back to the moon.
Yep.
When we could have went to the moon, and to Mars, and to Titan, and to Europa.
Yeah, we could have been much farther in the space
Yes.
conquest
Yeah.
than we are now.
Now we just have. Well, we're getting better. Artemis is getting better. It's not so much the big billionaires waving their big cocks around. Look how big my rocket ship is.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just man, 15,000 miles an hour. Just you step out the door, you're obliterated.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna. Yes.
It's like, oh man, it's hot in here. I need some air.
Oh, yeah, that's.
You're done.
Yeah. Well, that's not even the scariest part. The scarier part would, oh my God, because I think a lot of that would be easy and not too scary, but coming back would probably be the scariest.
Yeah, well,
When
that's why we were
when
worried.
you're falling through the atmosphere.
We were worried about
That's
them
the
coming
scary-
home if they would make it.
Yeah.
If something would happen, but they did.
Well, that's what happened to the Columbia. That heat shield that broke.
yeah.
And the whole spaceship went.
Which one was that? Is that the one that was in the 80s?
No.
That was the ones in like 2002 or something.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that. Nobody remembers that. They always talk about the one in the 80s with the teacher, all those people that are
Columbia's
supposed to
pretty
be
tough.
alive.
People found body parts in the lawn.
Yeah, but nobody ever brings that up. I'm like, I remember because I worked at my current job
Yeah.
in Lisbon.
Oh yeah.
And remember they had all the TVs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was on the TV. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Anyway, this has been Talking Gaming and Tech. We'll be back as soon as we can. We can't make any promises because of our schedule.
But we're working on communicating.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
I've just been waiting for him to finish a video.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. We'll be back again. We will see you.
On the next one, for the latest and greatest in gaming and tech, Tech Prime Media, everyone.
Yeah.